All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here. We are back. Some more WNBA action. We have the Fever. We have Seattle. The last time the two teams played each other, the Fever won by 3 points, I believe. It was at home in Cambridge. And Caitlin Clark had a career high 45 points. Now, whether you want to say it's controversial or not with the 19 free throws, she had 45 points. And that ended up tying Asia Wilson, who had 45 earlier this year versus Connecticut, and that is the second most this season behind Marina Mabrey, who had 53 versus the LA Sparks. With this being the second half of the season, it's time to lock in. Fever faithful, diehard Fever fans, I need you to lock in. Because the Fever, they need you. They need you to show up, need you to show out. They need all the support that they can get right now. Don't just show up because Caitlin Clark is playing. And really be there for your squad because they play for you. Speaking of which, Captain Kelsey, you know what to do. I shouldn't even have to remind you. Do what you do that makes you good at what you do. Aaliyah Boston, you played every bit of 5 minutes in that All-Star game. You wanted rest, you got rest. Let's see how that benefits you for the second half of the season. Caitlin, you really gotta lock in. Because any bad game you have for the rest of the season, ESPN is rubbing their hands like Birdman. They waited for every and any moment for you to mess up and have a bad game. I really need you to lock in. So it ain't just me. Oh my gosh! You just hate Caitlin Clark. You just hate Caitlin. Ah! Alright, bro. I'm just saying, like, y'all calling her Jesus. Y'all calling her White Jesus. Hey, shout out to W360. I'll show it to you right here.
Caitlin Clark, aka White Jesus.
White Jesus. So what I'm saying is, when I hold Caitlin to that standard, stop getting mad at me. Why are you getting mad at me? Oh, excuse me, when you have our own fan base saying this.
Caitlin Clark, aka White Jesus.
White Jesus. She said white Jesus. It don't matter. Jesus is close enough. So again, Caitlin, lock in. Because if you gonna label her as Jesus, I mean respectfully, Jesus don't miss and Jesus don't turn that ball over. He crossing you out the insole of your soul, not just the shoes. He's crossing the insole of your soul. And y'all know that picture I'm talking about. I ain't gonna pull it up though. Without further ado, chat. They in Seattle this time. Hey, Chad, did y'all buy a pair of the Sophie Cunningham shoes this All-Star break? See, this is the thing. Caitlin Clark likes to play fast. We've been knowing this since Iowa. Hey, Natisha, you good? That's not here. You good? I'm not gonna lie. This is what I mean when I say it's time to lock in the second half of the season. You're up by 20. Why is it a 2 point game? Can you lock in, please? I haven't seen Aaliyah. Did she just split the defense? Split the double team? And finish with the left hand, though? Who is she feeling like? Ooh, fourth straight 100-point game. Oh, well, half game. Fever went by 10 points this time. Um, here's my thing, chap. I think the Fever is a good team, but I still think that they're missing something. I think that this is a good team that's still missing that one last piece that's going to take them to where they want to go. And I don't know what's going on with Aaliyah Boston, but I wouldn't trust running this lineup of what I would call the Draymond lineup with having Hines Allen and Monique Billings running your five. So I don't know if they go into the trade deadline and get another 6'4", 6'5" big, just in case anything does happen to Aaliyah Boston. They can rely on that center. But I don't know about this. No, again, the Hines Allen and the Big Mo at the five for the long term. But I mean, it got them a win tonight, so it is what it is. So let's see the box scores. Who did what? Starting with the Fever. Monique with 14 and 11, 30 minutes. That's some solid minutes. That's solid minutes at your four. Aaliyah Boston with 11 minutes, 11 points. Yeah, we need to see what happened with Aaliyah Boston. She didn't foul out, so I'm assuming that she's injured now. That is the last thing the Fever need is an injured Aaliyah Boston. But we'll see. Kelsey Mitchell with 28, so I expect that. 9 of 18, not too bad. He's at 50%, not too bad. 4 of 7 from 3 with all the free throws. Too many fouls, though. 5 is near fouling out. Lexi Hall, 17 minutes as a starter and did 3 jumping jacks. I mean, like, I don't know what you do with this, chat. 17 minutes, 0 of 4, 0 of 2, 3 jumping jacks, and that's a wrap. I mean, you need more than that, especially in the latter end of the season. But I mean, they won, and that's what matters. Caitlin Clark had 32 tonight, 9 of 14 is solid. 4 of 7 is solid, made all the free throws. Only 10 free throws this time compared to the 9 of last time. 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 turnovers. I could take 4 turnovers. Had to stay on the block tonight. 4 is, it's kind of tiptoeing. 4 is tiptoeing, but no one. Got 32, efficient, had 7 assists, not too many turnovers. So it was a solid game in 33 minutes. Yeah, I expected this. I expected Caitlin Clark to be off minutes restriction and no longer playing 27, 26, 25 minutes. She should be ready to go for the second half of the season, unless if there's some type of injury that happens between now and playoff time. Hines Allen with 5 and 4, Michaela Simpson with 4 and 4, Sophie Cunningham with 11 and 5, Ty Harris with 12 minutes, Van Sluten, Dantas out with the left knee, and Raven didn't play. See, again, this is my thing. Like, I don't know what they plan on doing with Raven. Because Raven doesn't play. Dantas doesn't play. Raven doesn't play. Van Sluten doesn't play. You keep signing and re-signing Bree Hall. Like, what purpose does that do? I ain't trying to be that person, but as they say in 2K16, don't be a hero. Cut that zero. Get rid of players that you're not going to play and get players that will benefit the team. Again, if what I'm seeing from Aaliyah Boston, what I'm predicting is true, that Aaliyah Boston misses some time, I want to get you another backup big that's 6'4", 6'5" ish that can protect the paint. Doesn't necessarily have to be a stretch five. But get rid of some of these players you're not playing anyway. I'm just saying. But again, I'm gonna leave that up to you guys if you feel like the Fever are a championship contending team nonetheless. Seattle. Horston with 7 and 4. Our Fan with 11 and 5. Heidemann with 33 points. She was hooping. That's gotta be a career high. 11 of 20, 6 of 10, 6 boards, 4 assists. Flaugier was 16, 4 of 15, 0 of 6, and fouled out the game. See, it's the thing about Flaugier, right? Flaugier is young. She's gonna learn as she gets older to, gain that experience. As I say, it's the seasoning. But it just seems like in certain games where she shoots 4 of 15, I don't know if she's forcing shots, but Flaugier is really athletic. Like when she gets to the basket, she's drawing fouls. I get an and one. I would suggest starting out with a mid range, trying to see, iron out the wrinkles to see if it's going to be that kind of shooting game where shots are falling or shots are falling. But 0 of 6, yeah, you got to get that fixed immediately for the next game. Jade with 8, Katie Lou with 5, Mackenzie Holmes with 5 minutes, Steph Dawson with 5, Zai Cook with 10, Tiana Mayer with 2 minutes, and the rest did not play due to injury, illness, and Taylor did not play. Extra stats we have 36 on the boards, 17-16 Seattle on the assists, 4 turnovers in 40 minutes. That is amazing. I will say that. That's elite taking care of the ball. Chris 11 with the Fever. Steals 6-3, Seattle. Blocks 3-2, Fever. Fouls 21-22, Fever with the one less foul. Free throws 26 of 26. They made all the free throws. 20 of 27 from Seattle from the free throw line. So it was a pretty fairly called game. 13 of 24, 11 of 34 from Seattle. 33 of 64 and 32 of 79 from Seattle from the field. But the Fever get the W on the road. Do we have any side clips before we get out of here? Hopefully they have Aaliyah Boston. What happened? Out of clips. We're gonna save that. I'm gonna save that. Um, Aaliyah Boston. All right, there. So here it goes. Aaliyah Boston knee injury. What happened here? Aaliyah Boston knee injury after Flaugier takes out her legs.
Here is Clark faking the three, tried to bounce it to Boston. Oh.
Looks like she tripped over Aaliyah Boston.
Boston goes down, grabbing her right knee after the collision.
I wonder if this is the same knee that she injured early on in the season, the preseason. See, this is
And
what I'm saying,
Boston
chat.
clear.
Again, not to sound like a broken record, but I would highly invest in getting a backup big. Because again, I don't know if I want to keep running the same Draymond lineup with Hines Allen and Monique Billings. Get you a big off layaway that can protect the basket. So if things like this happen to Aaliyah, you could fall back on another 6'4", 6'5" player.
Clearly in
Because when you play against taller teams, you're gonna see what I'm saying.
pain as
Taller,
she
aggressive teams.
remains.
It's okay though. She's not missing
Here's
an
Aaliyah
extended period of
Boston
time because they definitely need her on the court.
after it looked like Rebecca.
Yeah, it looks like Flaugier tripped over Aaliyah's shoes.
After it looked like
Yeah,
Rebecca, she just directly
and when she banged her knee on the floor,
bangs that right knee right on the floor.
Yeah, her feet get caught up with
pain, pain.
Flaugier Johnson, but the knee, it's, say, encouraging when you see.
Yeah, we'll see on the timetable. We'll
Well,
see the
here's Aaliyah.
timetable probably tomorrow to have an evaluation of what happened and if she's gonna miss time or not. Fever after a win.
That's a dub. Fever dub.
She got enough energy to do all that. She should be fine.
Resiliency. Resiliency. 2, 3.
Oh, so we have a double profile picture. Wow.
Sensational.
We have a double profile picture here.
Subs in the chat. First one on the road. 2 more to go.
Yeah. Okay. So we got here. Letitia dropped a career high 33 points. It looks like I'm doing pretty good. I might need to do that every weekend. Oh boy, superstition's kicking in. Let's see.
Right after the All-Star weekend, how are you recovering out here this Tuesday, Natisha?
It looks like I'm doing pretty good. I feel like I need to do that I might need to do that every weekend.
Thank you, Natisha. We appreciate you.
Okay, for sure.
If you get you a career high, sure, you might need to. Do what you gotta do. What is this Sony clip? Sony casually snacking at halftime. Nothing wrong with Apple,
Power
you
up
know?
for the third quarter. Grab yourself a snack. Get a couple bites of an apple with Sony. Washington and Connecticut tied at 54 apiece as Juliana Emery.
What you gotta do. Do what you gotta do, chat. Yeah, man. Let's see Twitter. Anything here? Storm's head coach, Sonia Ramon, on her reaction to the Annie rally before the game versus the Fever. We always want to be in an area where people feel welcome coming into this building. I know our organization was working closely with Climate Pledge and with security to make sure everyone feels safe and included and welcome when they walk through this door.
LGBTQ plus community and
Oh, well, that's why I read it anyway. Hey, that's what they got going on before the games now? There'll be a Annie rally in Seattle tomorrow ahead of the game versus the Fever in support of Sophie Cunningham latest public statements. I thought it was online fans only. That's what she's enticing. Interesting. That is very interesting. Um, yeah, man. Other than that, chat, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, bro. Fever, good win tonight versus Seattle. This was a good test for them, coming from a younger, energetic team. It's just that, of course, they're not better than the Fever, which led to the 10-point win from the Fever tonight. The next game is versus the Fire. That might be an interesting game to check out, but we'll see when that time comes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Seattle, Project Juju. Y'all done lost way too many games in a row. This is ridiculous now. Like, I get it. It's against the Lynx a couple of times, Fever a couple of times, Dream. But y'all gotta get at least one win, bro. All I just see is a whole bunch of red, couple of green patches of grass, but a lot of red. Time for Seattle to lock in, bro. 6 of 24 is insane. Beaver wise, this is a good all around one, I guess you could say. I expect Kelsey Mitchell to get 28. Expect Kate Clark to do her part and get 30. It's really just everybody else just buying into the system. Lexi Hall cannot walk around here with three jumper jacks and that's it. Like, when she has to do better. This was a good game for Monique Billings. This is some good minutes tonight. Again, I still don't know if I would run this as a traditional, five. Big Mo Monique Billings, but we'll see as time goes on. Hines Allen, I'm not sure about her running a five like Draymond, but we'll see what the people do. The trade deadline is coming up soon. Again, if you got some players that you're not going to play, Monster's going to trade them to a team that will play them. And a player that you see yourself in a rotation playing in the games. Without further ado, chat, I'm out here though. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe if you're new. If you do subscribe, it's always appreciated. And I will see you guys in the next video, man.